Hey, Bill Shaka here. Welcome to another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. Ladies and gentlemen, please like, share, comment on this, and please remember to join the 5 Minute Motivator membership. It will be worth your while. I've been getting some emails from some of my salespeople that are listening to the 5 Minute Motivator and watching it, I should say, on a daily basis. Actually, over 50% of the individuals that view this are in sales, and they're asking me for some more sales videos and 5 Minute Motivators in general, and they especially love the stories. Okay, well, here's a story for you. I was really in professional sales in my own business. That was Intelligent Motivation Incorporated back in 1993. At the time, the company was called Leadership Dynamics. And this was 1993 BC. That means before computers. And the end result was that when you wanted to generate sales activity, you picked up the phone. Well, I was trained very well by a company in Waco, Texas called Leadership Management Incorporated, LMI, consummate sales organization. And here is the way I organized my sales call. I would set up a 90-minute time block in my calendar, and I would actually highlight it in green. Green was important because it was the color of money. And in that 90-minute period of time, my goal was to make 35 cold calls, 35 pickups, and 35 dials. And the hope was that of that 35, at least 5 of them would actually talk to me. Well, I had no sales calls that day. This is very early in my career. I had no sales calls that day, so consequently I set up 4 time blocks. That is 2 in the morning from 9 o'clock to 10:30, and then 10:30 to 12. Actually, it was a little bit before 9 because I put a 15-minute break in there. I mean, hey, what the hell, every so often, you got to pee. And then I did the same thing in the afternoon, 1 o'clock to 2:30, and then 2:45 to whatever it was, 4:15. Four time blocks, and I expected to make somewhere in the neighborhood of 140 phone calls that day. And I expected to walk away with about maybe, 7 or 8 appointments. Well, I did it. I made 150 phone calls that day, and I set up 0 appointments. Now keep in mind, this is early in my career. I was in my mid-30s. I didn't have the same experiential base to pull from as I did today, and I came home all depressed and kind of sad. And I'm thinking maybe I shouldn't have gotten into this business. Maybe I can sell it. Maybe I could just go and get another job doing something. This obviously isn't for me. And it just so happens I was in the process of reading a book, an old book, even at the time, called The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. And in that book, he gave a comment that I actually use in my goal-setting classes today, and I still use it, called Action Cures Fear. In other words, do something. And when you do something, you're not afraid. You don't have time to concentrate on fear if you're active. Well, you know what? I took that to heart, and I really thought about that. And over the evening, this was a Monday morning, Monday when this happened, over Monday night, I kept thinking about the fact that I am going to spend Tuesday making phone calls because that's the correct thing to do. And I'm not going to think about fear. I'm not going to think about the issues that I have. I am just simply going to think about how I can help my clients develop greater leadership skills, greater sales skills, greater customer service skills, greater management skills, greater supervisory skills by utilizing my services. And I went in Tuesday morning with a whole new attitude. Action cures fear. Whole new attitude. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm happy to say that on Tuesday, I set up 11 appointments for the next 2 weeks. 11 appointments. Now you think about that. If I went in Tuesday morning with the same attitude that I left Monday night, I'd be picking up the phone and I'd talk to somebody and I'd say something like, "You don't want to buy a leadership course, do you?" Instead, I went in there and I sold them the power of my personality, the power of my conviction, the courage of my conviction. And the end result was 11 appointments in one day. Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. Action cures fear. Get off your ass, get it done, and I guarantee you what you will find at the other end of that activity is success. Bill Shaka, thanking you for attending another edition of the 5 Minute Motivator. Looking forward to seeing you in the next.